After the recent Young Thug court hearing footage was released, Lil Baby gave his reaction. Things are getting very worrying as prosecutors are making a motion that will no longer allow Young Thug to have social media access via his manager. As on September 9th, Young Thug had a new court hearing revolving around a tweet sent out on his Twitter account on August 31st. As the tweet states, "I'm talking with my roommate, and we're wondering if you could swim 100 miles from the middle of the ocean back to the shore. At Michael Phelps." Now, what seems like an innocent tweet sent out by his manager by Young Thug's request turned very ugly in the courtroom, as this was Young Thug's lawyer defending him in the courtroom about the matter.
Williams is in a jail outside of Fulton County. There are 0 cell phones in that jail.
That last tweet that was sent out to Michael Phelps is recorded. It's been investigated by the sheriff of that county, and it was a conversation that's recorded between Mr. Williams and a member of his close friendships, that he asked the other person who has control of his Twitter account. That is not a reason to...
Well, this is part of the conversation, Mr. Steele, and you and others are going to need to have with your clients, because this is part of the state's concern. I mean...
That was an innocent... That's nothing bad. Asking somebody to tweet to Michael Phelps, "Can you swim 100 miles in the ocean?" That has nothing to do with intimidation. So I'd ask you, Rico.
Well, if I can communicate through a family member or somebody else, then I can communicate something else.
Everything okay over there?
Sorry.
Yep. Okay, your family was concerned that something was going on. You're fine, right?
Yes, I'm great.
Okay, cool.
Now, prosecutors raised concern to the judge that Young Thug has way too much social media access, even with him behind bars. As ever since Young Thug was arrested, Young Thug would frequently ask his manager to send out tweets for him, and he would write them all out in his jail cell. This would not only help him stay relevant on social media, but he also has a lot of questions that he wants answered. Now, even after the court hearing, Young Thug had his manager post another tweet asking for his fans to mail in photos. This has been an issue for the entire YSL Rico case, as allegedly with Young Thug behind bars, he is still organizing crimes and having crimes started, which is a major concern to the judge in the case. An example of this is when the prosecution in the Young Thug Rico case announced they have proffers from members of YSL that all named Young Thug the head of the organization. Members in the YSL that are living in the free world were caught deleting evidence from the case, all related to Young Thug. As we saw in No Jumper report, a YSL member was caught on an illegal cell phone, trying to get someone on the outside to destroy evidence in the Young Thug Rico case, as prosecutors believe that Young Thug's social medias are still being used to send private messages to have crimes committed. And as the YSL Rico case continues, sources say to expect Young Thug's social medias to go silent very soon. Lil Baby understands just how serious this is, as reporters approached Lil Baby outside of an airport for his reaction.
How you doing, Lil Baby? Lil Baby. Lil Baby, how's Young Thug doing? I know all the circumstances. Just want to see how they holding up good? Sure. All right. Love what you're doing, man.
Now, this isn't the first time that Lil Baby reacted to the Young Thug Rico case, as just around a month ago, there was paperwork leaked in the Atlanta DA's office revealing very concerning information about 4PF and Lil Baby. As reported by DJ Academics, Lil Baby, as well as members of 4PF, are now next on the Atlanta DA's Rico list, which is very similar to YSL and Young Thug, how they were raided and arrested on Rico charges. Lil Baby is now next on the list.
An in-depth investigation. Recent months, you've had 2 high-profile racketeering cases. There are going to be more.
Over the next 60 days, you'll see 2 more.
Now, after this was broadcasted on the news, it didn't take long for Lil Baby's reaction to be released, as Lil Baby tweeted, "I'm trying to start an investment group for the young millionaires. We could run the world if we play it right." As someone replied, "Man, you better be looking out for that Rico everybody keeps talking about." out, with Lil Baby replying, "Only God can judge me." Now, shortly after she did that interview, paperwork was released revealing the next rap group to be targeted by the Atlanta DA, known as Fannie Willis. As Fannie Willis revealed 2 more rap groups that will be arrested under Rico charges based in Atlanta. One group being from a top artist in the game with a 3-letter name known as 4PF, with the second being an average-sized artist. With YSL already being taken down, according to DJ Academics, the streets are saying that Lil Baby and 4PF will be next, making many believe that Young Thug and some of the 28 members arrested within YSL ratted on Lil Baby. YSL and 4PF have very close ties together, with many members being a part of both camps. If one of the 28 that were arrested are snitching and are in both camps, it's not ridiculous to think that Lil Baby's name was brought up through that. Although that theory was later then confirmed to be true, as YSL members are snitching on Young Thug and Lil Baby. Here's what was said at a court hearing not too long ago.
He's the one directing traffic. He is the one they're all afraid of. He's the one that's king slime. He is the most dangerous of the 28, Judge. And I implore you not to grant him a bond. He is dangerous. If he gets a burner, Judge, and the court may know this, a lot of the communications that Mr. Williams is on FaceTime, because it's not traceable, it's not trackable. Judge, I will also say that we have taken proffers from fellow from Mr. Williams. Some are on this indictment, some are not. They have stated uniformly that Mr. Williams is dangerous. They are afraid of him, that if they cross him, he will them and their family. And they were very clear about that.
Concerns that this court has is danger to persons and to intimidate other witnesses and obstruct the administration of justice. So and for those reasons in the aggregate, I'm going to deny bond at this time.
Now, prosecutors revealed a few members of the 28 arrested inside of YSL are creating proffer deals with the feds, giving them information on Lil Baby and Young Thug in exchange for a lesser prison sentence for themselves. Now, ever since the snitching in the YSL case, 4PF and Lil Baby hit the Atlanta DA's radar. And with more and more evidence now stacking up against the YSL rapper, it's becoming very likely he will disappear soon. As on August 19th, YSL Kingpin Young Thug had his 3rd bond hearing. During this hearing, Young Thug was not only denied bond once again, but the members of YSL that are snitching against him gave the feds so much new evidence. As the court documents state, Young Thug was denied bond yet again on Thursday, during a heated hearing in his Rico case where his lawyer suggested the Grammy-winning rapper is the subject of a law enforcement vendetta dating back to a 2015 drive-by of Lil Wayne's tour bus. Also in the same year of 2015, rival street member Donovan Thomas Jr. passed, as prosecutors believe Young Thug had involvement in it. As it states, Jeffrey Williams and Gunna, whose real name is Sergio Kitchens, have pleaded not guilty and deny the allegations, including that Williams had a role in the January 10th, 2015 passing of alleged rival team member Donovan Thomas Jr. Prosecutors say Williams rented the silver Infiniti Q50 sedan linked to the crime. As during the hearing it was revealed, one of the YSL members are snitching against Young Thug, claiming that Young Thug said in a group chat, and I quote, "Sacrifices must be made, soldiers must fall in order for the battle to be won." This was after the Donovan Thomas Jr. passing back in 2015. Luckily, Young Thug's lawyer had a great defense and proved that Young Thug said no such thing. While Young Thug's lawyer was making great defenses for him, there was one thing that kept him inside of jail and denied bond once again, as the judge agreed when prosecutors claimed and showed how dangerous Young Thug truly is. As the snitches currently in YSL are scared for their families' lives, even their own, with Young Thug still behind bars. The most concerning part, however, was at this court hearing, this paperwork was released stating, the Fulton County District Attorney says YSL team members are going after the life of a witness and their family in the criminal case against rapper Young Thug and the 27 other alleged team members. There was also another piece of evidence found inside of the YSL mansion, which will add years to Young Thug's prison sentence. As the evidence report states, in the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia, do charge and accuse Duke, Yak Gotti, and Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, with the offense of possession of a firearm. For the said accused in the state of Georgia in county of Fulton on the 9th day of May 2022 did unlawfully possess a firearm with a converter switch and extended mags. This firearm with a switch added to it was found during the YSL mansion where Young Thug was originally arrested. Here's the official arrest. I'm ending the video here. If you did enjoy, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe.